It is that time again where we update you on some free Quest games that I feel are still at the top of the line with Quest 3 coming around the corner. We all know there's excitement, or if you just bought your Quest and you're like, dang it, spent all this money for this virtual reality headset. I don't want to be buying games and accessories and all this stuff. Welcome to VR, because VR will love to take your money, sometimes for one and done. So let's find the overall best free Quest games, and I'm gonna just share my personal favorites. Feel free to add to the list in the comment section below. These aren't definitive. This is just something that I enjoy, and so this will help you out overall with virtual reality and getting at least somewhat used to it, especially when you start setting up the settings the right way in correlation to what your dynamic is. And let's get started. Number one, we're gonna go with Pavlov Shack Beta. Absolutely, they're gonna have some huge updates coming around to Quest 3. It is the best FPS military type shooting game, so you want to be able to utilize this game. You need to get it just because it'll teach you everything. If you're a Call of Duty person, if you're just an FPS person in general, and it's free. The amount of content you do get for free in this Shack Beta is huge. Quest 3, when that comes around, they're gonna have a higher just performance rate, refresh rate, and everything for this game, as Pavlov did announce that specifically for Quest 2. For Quest going into Quest 3. So Pavlov Shack, hands down, still one of the best games. And a lot of people like to say, well, Ghost of Tabor. Well, Ghost of Tabor is a paid game, my fam. So Pavlov Shack Beta, one of the best games you can get, just because the overall delivery and just everything that it does for free. You can't beat anything for free, especially when you're tapping into virtual reality. Literally everything's paid for when you start going into VR, aside from free games, and Quest usually offers the biggest selection of free games. So Pavlov Shack Beta is number one. Number two, the recently gone to free, which is Population 1. It's a battle royale. The reason why it's number two, just because it's not necessarily, it gives you like a Fortnite Apex feel, and sometimes people don't want to feel like that. People want to feel like the full-on military Call of Duty battle royale. They want to feel a lot older when they play the game. But Population 1 could be a dynamic of 2 or 1, depending on what you want. The overall content in there, now there is microtransactions. It is your Fortnite battle royale type S game in the Quest VR version. So take it as you will. Just know that Population 1 is dope for being free. A lot of people will spend tons of time, money in this game. They do have like map rotations and all this stuff. Sometimes they have a real toxic community that doesn't like it, and they have an actual really positive community that really loves them. So it just depends on what side of the spectrum you come across when you jump into those servers. You do have to jump into trios. Sometimes they'll offer solos. I just wish they had a full-on permanent solo, so you don't have to worry about like dealing with all this stuff. But Population 1, of course, is definitely another game that's amazing for free. And of course, if you want to go fully immersed, I would say Gorilla Tag would be next. Now, these are all free games. Remember that. These are all free. Gorilla Tag is one of my favorite free games because this teaches you on how to graduate into virtual reality. Gorilla Tag somewhat is way ahead of its time based on immersion, when you have to swing your arms to literally get around. Very tiring, a lot of fitness, a lot of calories could be burned. So if you're looking for a sneaky fitness game that's hilarious to troll, Gorilla Tag is the way to go. They offer great content, community, and the content being itself, meaning for how simplified this game is, this literally offers some of the coolest stuff. They have updates, they listen to the community, and also what I like to really touch base on is that they help you graduate into bigger games, like what Joy Way offers, which is like Stride, Stack, and then also like Dead Hook, and then they have a couple other games, I think like Red Flowers or something like that. These games literally utilize the same type of techniques where you're swinging your arms everywhere and you're doing all these things. So a real fast, immersive game. Gorilla Tag is for free to help you get into other games where you start to really get into Joyway games. Research Joyway for Quest. Check out their games. Devs there are amazing. They're great friends of mine. Check them out because those games are mad advanced and super immersive. They usually have solid graphics for a Quest. I'll definitely go VRChat next, just because VRChat is more of the actual social, full-on experience of this quote-unquote metaverse that's coming around the corner. It's free. It has dynamic games inside, so you can't buy like all these official games on the store. They literally have them in VRChat. They have all these different worlds you can hang out in. The immersion is there. Obviously on a Quest, it's not as great graphics as the PC VR version, but the idea is there. And they're trying to have all this type of stuff coming up soon, whether it's full body tracking standalone or full body estimation. Either way, like it's advancing along as Quest is advancing, and it's gonna be a very slow advancement with Quest, but all in all, it has a great idea. It's free, and the amount of content content you do get is through the roof. So literally VRChat does help with, I've met a lot of people in VRChat. As long as you're trying to like do things for the right way and just try to like vibe out, it's a great place to be as long as you're doing it the right way. But VRChat being free, I feel that they offer so much for that. It's better than like what Meta offers as Horizon Worlds. It's better than what they offer as like all these other ads. It's better than Rec Room in my opinion. I mean, that's just my opinion. And also just it's VRChat. Number 5 will be Roblox in recent times. Yes, Roblox moves to the top of the free list. It is barely in its beta mode. It has some already playable games that are pretty solid. I gave some of my favorite Roblox games, which I'll probably do that also. Roblox is a platform within a platform. So tons of games, tons of content all for free. It's gonna replace the whole Rec Room vibe because I mean everybody's gonna like this game once it actually releases and has some updates along with the Quest 3. Its biggest selling package of Quest 3 is gonna be a Quest 3 in Roblox. Literally, Roblox is gonna be the top of the list, of course, or one of the top lists. It's only at 5 now because the beta has been terrible. Like it's been real like sloppy at launch, but it's VR. Everything's new in VR. Like everybody just makes sloppy stuff at this point. Even like flat screen gaming is not doing as well. So Roblox offer everything, and Roblox is Roblox. It speaks for itself because some of the best stuff you can get, especially when they really get it rolling. It's gonna get popping real soon. So those right there are the top 5 free Quest games that I like. That's just me personally in terms of overall experience. If you want to feel a little bit older, play your Pavlovs, then play your Population. Quest is just really experimenting in formatting till this day. I had been covering Quest for a few years now, and from the updates that it has gone to now has been pretty good. So check those games out. I think these are pretty much the same list of what I have shared like years ago, but it's always good to give y'all a quick refresher, man. So I appreciate y'all. Peace.